What is up, guys? Doing another CSGO betting prediction video, and as you can tell already, this is a different setup. It's not AT Esports, it's bets.gg. I mean, this one's even more similar to CSGO Lounge and the layout of it, but obviously you can't get skins because that's against the rules now, apparently. But I like this a little bit more because you tell how much are in each game, so you don't drastically change the percentage if you're putting in a decent amount of somewhat. That's one of the main reasons I switched. And second off, if you haven't used this site, obviously, if you don't want to use somebody else's affiliation code, just use mine. It's shot. I think you get like 50 cents, something like that, when you get that. And commission edge, 0.5 cent per bet is what I receive. That's pretty awesome. Help me get some more stuff out to you guys. But we're gonna go ahead and not do these games because that one's an hour away. I probably won't have the video by then. This is going to be a pretty nice game. We're just gonna do these next 11 games, for 10 hours to one day, so you guys will definitely have enough time to decide and watch throughout this video. See what should be going on. So we're gonna start off at that Yetti 5 versus Vortex 5 game, best of 3. Don't really know too much about these games or these teams, but I still researched it somewhat. And I'm gonna say about a 65-35 for Vortex. As I could tell, they're a slightly more formed team, experienced and well put together than Vortex 5, and that's the main reason that they have that higher percentage. So 65-45 for Vortex. Oh, and also I want to say that I will have each match prediction in the description below, along with the number of maps, my prediction, what team I think is gonna win, and a slight description underneath each match. So if you don't want to watch this video, you can just look down there quickly. It just has a tiny little description. It's basically what I'm saying in the video. But next we're gonna go into this Kinguin versus ArchAngels. Yeah, ArchAngels game, which isn't worth putting on anything on this side, but there's only $3 in as of right now, so that'll change in the future most likely. It is a best of 3. Obviously Kinguin's gonna have that higher percentage, much better team. So I'm gonna say max 730 for Kinguin. They're much better team. They've been doing pretty decent this season, and ArchAngels only has played against the bad teams lately, like the ones that they have. That's not anything compared to Kinguin. So that's why it's 70-30 for Kinguin. So next it's Epiphany Bolt versus 5 frags, another best of 3, which I think this is actually going to be a really close and good game of 55-45 for 5 frags, only because they've been, like, the games that they have played since they've started, they've been doing extremely well in. And that's basically the only reason why. Like, they're 6-0, I believe. Even though, I mean, Infinity Bolt's a much more experienced team. That's why I have like the odds so close. But I do think 5 frags will take this because they've been doing well their past 6 games. 6-0, so that's why it's 55-45 for 5 frags. So next is eSuba versus Team of Miracles, another newly formed team. It is a best of 3, so that's what I'm gonna say. But it's 65-35 for eSuba, just because they're a more experienced team, and I mean, I can't really tell too much just because Team of Miracles is a really newly formed team, so I haven't seen any previous matches, but I have seen some stats on the players, so that's why the odds are 65-35 to eSuba. So next game, Pixel versus AT POWERHOUSE, another best of 3 actually, only one more of those. Sorry about that. But for this game, I'm gonna say about a 60-40 for AT POWERHOUSE, because they're a newly formed team, as well as lots of other teams in this, on these lineup of matches. But Pixels have been doing absolutely terrible. I'm just gonna assume that AT Power can do better than them, because Pixels just not getting any wins lately. So that's why I have about a 60-40 for Powerhouse, because as much as I've seen on the stats of the players, they should take that 60-40 chance, in my opinion. So next game being a no problem versus Refuse, the last best of 3 on the lineup of games today. Now on this map, I'm saying about a 70-30 for Refuse, because once again, no problem has actually been on a huge losing streak. They actually just got a win their most recent game, and Refuse has actually done pretty decent against higher tier teams, so that's why I'm saying about a 70-30 for Refuse. But can't really tell too much because they're kind of lower tier teams, and you know they can go crazy every once in a while. So next game being the first best of 1, and the next 5 games are actually going to be best of 1s, and this is Parallax versus Kiwi Pride. And I'm say about a 60-40 for Parallax. They're a much more experienced team, but can't really tell too much what's them good because Kiwi Pride is a newly formed team, don't have too much stats on them. So that's why it's pretty close. So I'm just going to assume that Parallax will take that game just because they're more formed and put together and experienced team. So the next, a big game, a tier 1 game, is a VP versus best of 1. I mean VP versus FNATIC, a best of 1. And can't really tell too much of this just because they're not giving you the map. So it's to be announced later, as long as with the next of these games. So it's kind of hard to get like a specific prediction, I would say. But with that, I would say about a 70-30 for VP, because in my opinion they're a much obviously better team because they've been doing really well this season. They're more skilled, in my opinion, once again, and it is a best of 1, so still can't really tell too much. Oh, apologize, but once again, can't really talk too much just because it is a best of 1. But VP is a better team in my opinion, so that's why I have it at a 70-30. VP should take that, even though FNATIC has done well the past few games. I know they showed Navi, sadly. Navi's not been doing good at all. Yeah, possible episode right here. But anyways, that's why it's 70-30 for VP on that game. So next game being G2 versus Australia. It's another best of 1. I mean, obviously you can see it right here. But I have a 60-40 for Australia because they're a more skillful lineup as of lately, actually, in my opinion. And they have an overall better win record against G2. But it still probably will be a close team, I mean close map, just because G2's been doing well and Australia's has been doing well. So that's why I only have it about a 60-40 for Australia's, but it could really go either way. So next lineup is SK versus best of 1. I mean, I keep saying that. SK versus OpTic, best of 1. And I'm sure a decent amount of you are going to be watching this because you're on the SK bandwagon. You know, going to be at number 1. I mean, the number 1 is up right now to most people. But it really depends on what map is going up, and if the odds stay pretty low, I would say put a small bet on OpTic. Just because in the past 2 weeks, OpTic has actually won 2 games against SK, while SK's only won 1. Because I could see so that's why I could see a possible upset against SK. So I'm probably gonna put a small amount on OpTic just for a chance, especially on this side. If it stays at times 6.5, won't be bad. Oh. Huh. Okay, so last game of Navi versus Liquid. Liquid's actually one of my favorite teams because I'm sure most of you might have heard of like the Hiko. Is it Hiko or Nico? I think it's Hiko. The Hiko Tech 9 Ace and back in quad on cash. I've been on the game and watched that game live. It was a very intense game. I kind of freaked out by myself when I saw that ace. Definitely gave them more of a chance. I believe they end up winning that best of 3. But anyways, let's get into the odds. So that's what, like I stated earlier, Navi's not been doing well this season at all. So that's what I'm saying about a 60-40 for Liquid, in my opinion, just because I could definitely see a possible upset if the maps go in the way of Liquid, especially. So that's why I'd say it's about worth it. The throw it on liquid instead of Navi. So that's all. That's all today, guys. And make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below because I still have that redline, or I still have the giveaway for the redline open, and I'm gonna be checking this video too. If anybody's liked the video and commented down below, you have a chance to win. So, you know, I'm gonna pick one comment out of a few videos that I do. Most likely, I'll try to get one up tomorrow. And once again, I apologize for not getting anything up in the past 3 days. Been doing a decent amount of stuff. I'm gonna try to get a few videos out in the next few days. And I might not only be doing betting prediction videos, I'm gonna be starting a new series from affiliation code to a knife, because I think that'd be really cool, just going on as many sites as I can, starting from affiliation code and making it up as high as I can, see how intense those videos will get. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you like the video and subscribe.